Greetings to everyone. I am Dr. Debahuti Panigrahi from Raffles University. I teach sociology in the School of Social Science and Humanities. So here in this module I am going to discuss the social control, its meaning, need, types and other details. Okay, so why social control is a necessary fact in the society, we are going to learn that in this module. We are also going to know how crime is checked because of this social control. Like we are giving preventive medicines to check a disease especially. It's like this. This social control is a preventive measures to check the crime rates in the society. Whatever crimes are going to happen in the society are not going to happen if we are having proper social control. Yeah, criminals are there, they are going to commit the crimes, but not at the rate they are going to do so. Not only crime, whatever, abnormal tendencies, whatever antisocial tendencies are being checked by this social control. So it is a very important topic in sociology. Let us understand what it is. Okay. Social control within sociology refers to many ways in which our behavior, thoughts and appearances are regulated by the norms, rules, laws, social structure of the society. Social control is a necessary component of social order, for society could not exist without it. As I have told you people, like not only it is checking the crime, it is checking everything of a human being, especially human behavior is being checked. Our dressing sense is also a kind of behavior, it is being checked by the social control existent in a society. Suppose you must have seen, you must have observed that children from the rural area, they come with a dressing pattern whatever is approved in the rural areas, and when they enter into the metropolitan areas or into any kind of city periphery, they started wearing the type of clothes that the city people or the metropolitan people are wearing. Within a time frame of 2-3 days, they start buying that kind of clothes and they start copying the style of life. You will think this is a kind of just imitating the style fashion icon. No, this is again social control, that you are being controlled by the environment of the society. Okay, not only that, your appearances, how you are going to behave in a particular, suppose you are on your own and you are going on a bus, you may doze, you may sit, you may sleep, you may yawn, but if you are in a group, that is even a formal group, you won't yawn, you won't laugh loudly, you won't talk loudly. You know what are the patterns of behavior in a group which is formal, which is judging each and every action of yours. Okay, so this is the way social control is existent in everywhere, and that is how also social order is also maintained. Like in a house, you can see that a house is, you can ask anyone how your house is, how is everything, how is your life. Nobody asks how is your house, everybody asks how you are going on. So this is well and good, means everything is in order, isn't it? First order must be necessary, then we can have happiness, then we can have fun, then we can have enjoyment, then we can have other things of life, plus marks we can add later on. First of all, order should be there. So if in a household you can see there is a drug addict son and a wayward girl and a mother who doesn't come home at all and a father who is on tour all the time, then that house is not a house which is having order. So social order like that, every house is having their social order. Likewise, society is also having social order. If it is not maintained, societies cannot function. So social order is to be maintained through social control method. You understand my topic? Social order is important to maintain the society, and who is maintaining this social order again? Social control. So social control is very much a necessary tool, you can rather say, to maintain social order and to shape and regulate human behavior and to check abnormal behavior pattern. So, social control is achieved through a variety of means, including social norms, rules, laws, and socio-economic institutional structures. What is a norms? Norms, you can say, they are unwritten rule which is passed from verbally, from mouth to mouth, from mother to the girl, from father to the son, or from father to the girl and mother to son, or from the teacher to the students. Orally, whatever tradition is being transferred, being transmitted, that we called as norms, unwritten code of conduct. You should do this, you should do this, you should not do this, you should do this in this format. These things are being orally instructed everywhere. In every society you go, you will find out unwritten code of conduct, that is called social norms. Rules are rules. Every house you can see there are rules. Like when you are going to come to your house, there will be a rule. Your mother or your father must have told, after 6 you are not supposed to come to the house. Your returning time is 6 o'clock sharp. If you come later on, you will have to give an explanation, and that too with some valid reason. Okay, like that. Okay, laws are formal rules and coded and written rules. So these are the type of clutches, you can say. These are the type of screws which regulates human behavior. You cannot just escape them. You have to regulate yourself through these gadgets. Like some are written, some are not written. Okay, so no society is there where social control is absent at all. That is not a society. Every society, even primitive society, even tribal society, they have their social control, they have their rules. You must have seen rather more rigorous rules are there. You cannot marry with an outsider. You cannot, give shelter to an outsider. A lot of things are there with tribal society. So, society cannot function without an agreed upon and enforced social order that makes daily life and a complex division of labor possible. Without it, chaos, confusion would reign. So, social control also ensures how you are going to do what you are going to do. Isn't it? So what is how society is functioning? Because every organ of the society, let us say society is like an living organism. It has got a head, 2 hands, 2 legs, heart, every important organs, internal and external organs of the system. Okay, how this, let us say, what are the system we can call here? Political system, education system, economic system, and civil system, defense system, whatever system you can call. These are all the aspects of society. These are all organs of the society. They cannot function without the society. People who are the members of the society, if they do not do their work, their proper work, whatever is assigned to them, if they are not going to work, these systems are not going to function. These organs, economic system, political system, defense system, household system, education system, they cannot work. If teachers are not going to come, if the teachers are on strike, then education system will not function. Children will go to home. There will be a like holidays for unnotified period. So it is not functioning like that. Okay, truck drivers strike. In that time, transportation is not happening. Commerce has stopped. So we can call that every, not only social control is going to regulate your behavior and say criminal tendency, it is also going to make sure what people are going to do, what people should do. how people are going to do their own work and in what way, what method, with what method they should do their work properly. Like we teachers, we come and do our biometrics by 9. If it is 9:01, then we are late. This is the rule. Okay. So, and if a teacher is going to administer, so it is not valid. She is immediately going to be, called by the registrar or vice chancellor or somebody in a authoritative figure, and they are going to ask what you are doing, why you are, ordering people to do this and do that rather than teaching in the classroom. You are supposed to teach, you are not going to administer here. Simple thing. If an administrator, like a receptionist, is going to come to the classroom and she starts teaching, then students are going to complain, "Ma'am, who are you? We don't know you. We don't like your teaching pattern. Please." They are going to complain. So this is how whatever people are doing, they are doing their appropriate role. This also social control is going to make sure. Okay. So society is a network of what is society? Let us understand. Society is a network of social relationships only, that is reflected in formulation of groups, institutions. People build up society for their own welfare. Society functions to cater to the needs of the people, and for this it has to be properly structured and organized with a well-maintained social order, and it should have a social control mechanism. Fine. So what is society? Society is nothing but social relationships. So you can ask me, how come we can go and find out social relationship in political system or educational system? Yeah, if you go and check in a school, you can find out there is a principal and there are teachers, there are maintenance staff, there is a account section. So they all coordinate with each other. This is social relationship. If they don't coordinate with each other, this school is not going to function. It is going to collapse. Social relationship doesn't mean having only personal relationship. Means I am having my dad, I am having my mom, I am having my siblings, my brother and sisters, my cousins, my aunt, my uncle. These things are not called social relationships. Every relationship that is administered or prioritized by the society is called social relationship. Fine. So why society is made, first of all? Why people cannot live widely in the jungle like cave people? Because society caters to our need. Like a child is born, we need a hospital. So health sector is required, health system is required. So that's why health ministry is working. That's why health officials are working. That's why a lot of medical staffs are there. Then the child is born and grown up. He or she needs to go to school. So educational system is required. After that, the child is educated. The child needs to get employed. For that, lot of organization, lot of institutions should be there, commercial organizations, so that the child can get the required placement for him or her. Okay, so this is how society is needed by the individuals. In society is created by individuals and for their own needs. Okay, to cater to their needs, society functions. Then again, when you are, you suppose you have planted a mango tree because you want mango. You have to maintain this mango tree, isn't it? Or just you have planted and you leave it and you forget that this is this mango tree. Please, after 2 years you give me fruit. Is it like that? No, you have to maintain it from like cows and all things. They should not eat it. For that you maintain a barricade. Okay, you give regular water till the tree is having proper roots. Then you stop people from plucking the raw mangoes. Like that. So if you have created the society, you have to also maintain a society. How you are going to maintain a society? Through social control. Means social rules. Everywhere rules are to be there, so that there should be a structure, there should be order. Okay. For example, the traffic signal says stop. When we are moving, we are just moving and we find a traffic signal and we are very scared whether it is going to show a red sign. My goodness. If I find 4 red signs, then I am really going to be late in my work. So, when it says stop, you really have to be there stationed for some 5 to 10 minutes. So, this is a form of social control. You have to obey it. If you go bypassing that, you have to be penalized. Okay. So, then again, for example, in a college classroom, the students have gathered to learn. It is their classroom, but if they don't maintain basic discipline of maintaining silence and decorum in the classroom, the learning process would not be smooth. If everyone is talking to each other, the teacher cannot just shout and just, just shriek and tell the students, please be silent, shut up, students, like that. She cannot do it, so there cannot be teaching. So whenever a teacher enters the classroom, the students are supposed to be silent at least. If they are not going to be interactive, at least they should be silent. Okay, silent, and they should sit in their own places. Likewise, in the society, we have control mechanism for the smooth functioning of the society. Okay, so socialization as a social control method, let us understand this. So, what is socialization? Socialization means conditioning. Okay, conditioning according to the social needs. Every human being is conditioned as a social member. You cannot be a wild person. You cannot just, before your father, you cannot just, smoke a cigarette, or you cannot just speak up vulgar words or slangs before your parents or teachers. These simple things. Okay. So, these are being taught from the very beginning. Do this, do that. The mother of a small child, you must have marked, baby, an infant. The mother is following that child, following that baby, and keep on telling, no baby, no, don't, or sometimes he is also telling, yeah, good baby, my baby, good baby. Means the child has done something good. The child is understanding with the smile of the mother and the worries of the mother that I have done something good or done something bad. Accordingly, the child is going to regulate and modify his or her behavior. This is called social conditioning. From the very birth, everyone is conditioned to be a social member. So, the primary way through which social order is produced is through the ongoing lifelong processes of socialization that each person experiences. Through this process, we are taught from birth the norms, rules, and behavioral interactional expectations that are common to our family, peer groups, community, and greater society. So, how we are going to interact, first of all, how we are going to behave. Behave well. The teacher always is speaking in the nursery class, behave well. Behave well. No teacher, no teacher, I am not going to sit here, I am going to go out, I am going to run. The child is going to persist. The teacher is going to tell, behave well. Sit, behave well. The child cannot understand how by sitting in a particular place I am behaving well. But this is how you are going to learn how to sit silently and learn. Okay. And again, whenever you are in a group, let's call it a personal group, let's call it a formal group, how you are going to behave. If you know something, whatever being is discussed, you can take a part. If you don't know anything, just make a smiling face and be there silently. Just that is the way. Okay. Do not divulge your family secrets before anyone. Okay. These things are being taught from the very childhood. Okay, so these are the accepted ways also. Whenever you know someone who is an elderly person, you just greet that person with appropriate behavior. If you are English person, you say good morning or good afternoon or good evening. Okay, or you are in a rural area, you say namaste and you touch the feet of the person and till the person blesses you. Okay, so these are the ways the child is being taught how to react to a particular situation, particular event, and how to interact. If you enter into a temple, you have to remove your shoes and you have to sit in a particular position. These things are being taught. Okay, so the physical organization of society is also a part of social control. For example, paved streets, sidewalks, crosswalks, control foot traffic, for the most part, end circles, aisles in grocery store control how we move through the space. Not only social control is existing in abstract form, it is also existing in physical form. Like in Corona time, you must have gone to a grocery store and you must have seen circles everywhere. You know, circles 1 foot or 2 feet maintained, and one circle after the other. There is 2 feet distance between the two circles. Okay, so what is this? You have to maintain distance because social distance is necessary to avoid corona. If a person is affected through corona, that person should, COVID-19, it was such a, terror that people have started, maintaining social distance. Okay, so there is also like traffic, as I have said, sidewalks are there, footpaths, you can go upon that, and paved streets where you can cross the road. Okay, lot of signals are there, accordingly you should drive the car. Okay, then there are some established standards that are effective to stimulate social order and to discourage and to punish the deviance. First of all, I am taking this term deviance. Deviance means a person who is not understanding or who is not abiding by the rules of the society. He is breaking or he is not going according to the whatever written, unwritten, formal, informal codes of conduct of the society. That person is a deviant. You must have seen in each and every family there is a deviant child. Little bit. I am not going to eat. This is also deviance. Mother is, serving the breakfast. Everybody is sitting and eating silently. But if a child is going to push the plate and tell, Mom, I am not going to, eat this breakfast. I just don't like it. That is a deviant tendency. The mother is going to tell, please boy, please girl, please take it. No, I don't want. And he or she pushes the plate and go away. That is deviance. Because mother cannot prepare for you whatever you want. She is going to prepare something which everyone likes. So you should like also your breakfasts. You have to. You should develop like that tendencies that I have to. But yeah, there are people they say that I don't like. They are not properly conditioned. They are not properly socialized. They are free people. You can say sometimes they are good people. Yeah, they are innovative people. Sometimes they are wild people. They sometimes say their own will that I am not going to take breakfast and go to school or to colleges or to work just like that. So these are deviant tendencies. Simple thing. Okay, or suppose sometimes you put a call, you start calling a person and that person got the call. That is deviance tendency. If you got a call, you can send a message that I am busy, I will be calling you later on. This is social. Okay, so these are simple things, these are being taught. If each and every minute details of how to interact is being taught in home, in school, in colleges, in groups, peer groups, work groups, every type of groups you being associated with, they just teach you how to interact, just that, and through social control method. If you don't act or if you don't interact in a particular manner, there are different types of punishments. Like harassment is also a punishment. If people are telling you, my goodness, what kind of a boy is this? Oh my goodness. You are flat. You are thinking total day, oh my goodness, I am being offended. I was offended. I was offended. Okay. So there are some established standards that are effective to stimulate social order and to discourage and to punish the deviance. The aim of social order, Talcott Parsons has well said, is nipping deviant tendencies in the bud. Suppose there is a bud, it should not be a flower, it should be cut. When it is a bud itself, it should be cut. This deviant tendency should not become a flower, so that a criminal will be born. First a deviant, then a criminal. If you cut this deviant, the criminal will never be born. This is being believed by Talcott Parsons. Okay, so this control can be social, like boycotting the family in villages who have failed to reciprocate the rules of village community. Like your father, mother also are going to tell you, I am not going to talk to you. Why? Because you have done this, because you have behaved this way, you have talked harsh to your grandmother, so we are not going to talk to you. Simply you are boycotted. Okay? Or a family itself. If a girl or a boy is a runaway or a thief or a raped victim, then total community is going to boycott them. That you people are antisocial people. I am victim, still we are not going to interact with you. Okay. Legal, like penalizing or putting the deviant elements behind bars or segregating them in probationary homes. Either people are going to stop talking or stop communicating with you. Like you are coming in a street and every day some people are shouting at you, waving at you, and they are just telling you hi, hello, where are you nowadays. Just simple pleasantries they are exchanging with you every day. They will stop doing that. You will understand, I am excommunicated, I am not appreciated. Whatever I have done, these people do not like me anymore. It hurts. So people generally, they don't try to do such things with which people are going to underestimate them or harass them or stop talking to them or excommunicate them. So people, by the fear, by the apprehension that people will stop communicating with me, they just follow the regulated methods, social control methods. Okay. Or legal method is the method, like if you have done something illegal, then you are going to face the legal issues. Okay. So it is like you are going to be arrested, and whatever crime you have done, accordingly you are going to be punished. So the mechanism of socialization, the process of internalization of values works in favor of social control. Internalization of values, like sometimes people say these people are very cultured, these people are very good, they are a good family. What does it mean? Means their values are good. Internalization means inter means I am taking it in. Values, like I eat food, I am eating values. Every day I am taking in values. From the childhood, small child, the child grows up, be a man or a woman. Till then, they have taken their portion of values within themselves. Then now they can teach their children. This is how society, works. Like society, there is nothing called society. These people are society. Mother is producing a social control agent. That social control agent is producing another child and making him another social control agent. So it is like, very easy to maintain social control. So especially values like cooperation. In our schools we teach cooperation. Teacher always says cooperate with each other. No, do not fight. Cooperate with each other. Be together. If a child is sitting alone, the teacher is going to pat his or her back and asks, what happened? Why you are sitting alone? Why can't you join the group? No, they are abusing me, they are scolding me, they are offending me. Okay, they won't, I will tell them, come. the teacher is telling, then teacher will tell, do not do that boy, it's not good, be humanitarian. So these are values: being cooperative, being humanitarian, being sympathetic, love to animals, love nature, love humans, take care of old ones, do not hate handicapped people. These things, values are being taught. Respect the elders, love the small children, like that. Each and every society they have their own values. It is to be internalized. So these are the mechanism of social statics, but it is not that simple because of the mechanics of social dynamics is also there. Society, why there is crime, why there are changes, because society is a very complex mechanism. Everything cannot be stationed as such. It is also dynamic. It accepts changes. It is like circle, and in the outer circle first of all changes occur, and it enters gradually towards the core area of the society, that is called our culture, and it takes a lot of time to change the culture, but it does. Okay, so this way there are two factors, one is social statics, one is social dynamics. Through social statics, societies try to maintain the social order through social control mechanism, and through social dynamics the society breaks whatever rules are there, and it either amends or it creates new rules. Okay, so this is how society gets changed. Also, even laws itself is not static. Laws, whatever laws you are seeing nowadays, they are being amended every day. Okay, so this is it for this module. I will be discussing in my next module meaning and definition of social control, features, all those things. Okay, thank you very much for your patient listening.